My name is Tarmack, and this is your Game Industry News Wrap-Up for the week of August 19th, 2017. Valve is making a few changes with regard to keys that developers can automatically generate on the Steam platform. Historically, there have been no limits to the number of keys a dev can create, which they can use to sell on bundle sites or other digital retailers. However, with Valve's recent attempts to combat the problem of Steam trading cards, which I detailed in a video I've linked in the description, they're starting to implement a few changes. Accounts generating extremely large numbers of off-Steam keys that don't have reasonable sales to match on Steam will undergo some kind of a review. This follows the recent change where new games don't generate Steam trading cards at all until they reach an unknown target of actual players. Ultimately, I see these changes as good, but I have very little confidence that Valve will stop the next digital homicide. Indie darling Monomi Park, developers of the single most adorable video game of all time, Slime Rancher, have announced that they've reached 1 million units sold. Slime Rancher, for those unaware, is a game where you hunt different varieties of slimes with a vacuum gun, imprison them in an electric cage, force them to eat the excrement of their fellow slimes in order to mutate them into new and far more bizarre slimes. And I realize as I say this that none of that sounds adorable at all. There are also chickens. Bethesda has released a demo for their sci-fi space horror game Prey. The demo is about 8 GB in size and comprises the first hour or so of the game. Originally, Prey only had a demo version on Xbox and PlayStation. At the time, no PC demo was released, with Bethesda saying that, quote, you can buy the game, play it for a couple of hours, and then refund it if you don't like it, end quote, as their justification for why the PC audience didn't need a demo. And yet, here we are. Dishonored 2 did poorly, a combination of rushed reviews and a shoddy launch. Prey had the hardline no PC demo issue, but now has one right around the time it's 50% off on Steam, only 3 months after release. With any luck, Bethesda will walk back more customer-unfriendly practices before Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus releases in October. I think that given some of the issues going on in the US right now and other places around the world, killing some digital Nazis in a video game could be quite cathartic for society. Ubisoft held a tournament for the artificially popular game For Honor. I say artificially popular because it's known in some circles that the bulk of the Twitch streamer popularity was sponsored. The tournament was set with a $10,000 prize pool, and despite certain bugs and glitches being known months in advance, one of them was instrumental in the tournament, with the winning player using an exploit called Unlock Tech. Effectively, it's an exploit that sets up an attack which can't be blocked or parried. Jacob Palin, the victor, was quoted as saying, "I didn't think it would be this easy," after the tournament was over. Ubisoft has since patched the embarrassing exploit, which is really just so perfect. It's like closing your window after the car wash sprays you in the face. Blizzard will be live streaming a reveal ceremony at Gamescom in Germany on August 23rd at noon Eastern Standard Time. While it's yet unknown what will be revealed, the World of Warcraft Legion patching schedule does certainly give credence to the idea that a new WoW expansion could be announced. We can be reasonably sure that no Diablo announcements will happen though, as the Diablo development team is now essentially made up of what seems to be 2 people, a llama, several dogs, and an armadillo. And finally, BioWare has announced that all development on future support for Mass Effect Andromeda single-player will cease with the release of Update 1.10, which will be coming shortly. Quote, there are no planned future patches for single-player or in-game story content, end quote. However, the multiplayer team will still be continuing to produce some variety of content, including multiplayer missions, character kits, and such. This, unfortunately, is going to be the new normal. Multiplayer loot boxes are accepted now because they're just cosmetic, which means that in order to get any kind of single-player support, the game community has now conditioned the game industry to expect loot boxes to work nicely. I feel for the BioWare devs who have had their ongoing project effectively scrapped, but at the same time, it sucks for the fans of the series. With any luck, all future Mass Effect games will have single-player loot boxes that gamers will argue for as though ambivalence was equivalent to support. This has been your Game Industry News Wrap-Up for the week of August 19th, 2017. There aren't many PC games or major titles in the coming week, mostly ports, though Uncharted Lost Legacy spin-off is going to be releasing on the 22nd on PS4 if you care. Also, I've decided last minute that I'm going to try to do a road trip to Seattle to attend PAX this year. It means scalp tickets and a 13-hour drive, so it should be an adventure if nothing else. I only mention it because there's a good chance folks in the audience may be going as well, and I'd definitely be game to do a meetup. So, if you're going to go to PAX West, let me know here, Twitter, Discord, or whatever, and we'll see if we can't wrangle something together over the weekend. My name's Tarmack. Thanks for watching.